Welcome to Holistic Human Performance Podcast. My name is Gena Bradshaw, where we talk all things holistic health, wellness, spirituality, fitness, meditation, energetics, and so much more to help you become the healthiest version of yourself. Let's dive in. This is not medical advice. This is simply to help you on your journey through health, fitness, and wellness. I hope this helps. You can complement this with anything that you are doing currently in your life. Enjoy. What the holistic human performance community has turned into is something beyond words. I am so grateful for each and every single one of you. And I wanted to talk about what the community is all about. And really, it just started with me going through a really low time in life, where I did not have my health as a 2-time cancer survivor. And I really leaned into holistic health, that lifestyle, changing everything about it. Really taking a deep dive into energy medicine and spirituality and combining all of these different aspects of mind, body, and soul together that helped me heal on a deep level. And now I am following out my soul's mission and purpose and bringing this to you all. And so I want to invite you inside of the holistic human performance community. We have an app, which is the HHP app on Apple and Google Play, which you can also get all of these goodies on the desktop as well. And really what you're going to find inside of this community, I call it the Virtual Wellness Center. It's going to be all about holistic health, spirituality, energetics, all different practices, tools, modalities. So we have things like sound bath meditations, we have breath work, we have tapping series, we have workouts, we have somatic healing, we have masterclass series, we have programs. I have other professionals come on inside of the app to teach. So there's so many cool things you get inside of this community. And so I wanted to give this to you all as a membership. And what you're getting is a monthly membership where you have 300 plus on-demand videos, plus live stream classes and programs and courses. You're literally getting all of these incredible tools to take with you wherever, whenever you need. And so for $33 per month, you get access to this. Or you can do annual, which is $320 for the year. You're getting all of this inside of the Holistic Human Performance Virtual Wellness Center. And not only that, you could try it out for 1 week free and cancel whenever you want. So these are things that are going to help reprogram your subconscious mind, you regulate your nervous system, keep you healthy and navigating life with full life force energy, and really helping you to express yourself authentically while also enhancing your health and your well-being so that you can find and follow your soul's mission and purpose. So I invite you inside of this community. It is so beautiful and juicy. And not to mention, we have a whole section inside of the app where it is a community forum so we can chat with each other and talk about our wins, what we're going through, and so much more. And I don't know if I mentioned, if you are a one-on-one coaching client, you get full access to the entire Virtual Wellness Center membership. So I invite you inside of the HHP community. Again, you can get your week free trial on Apple or Google Play or right on your desktop at holistichumanperformance.co. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Holistic Human Performance Podcast. We got another good one for you today. We got our astrologer, Jake Santora, with us, and we are going to be chatting about Taurus season. I love Taurus season. It's so grounding, and I love being in earth and nature, and it just makes me so I don't know, I guess the feeling of just groundedness and being supported by Mother Nature. That's like the feeling I get with Taurus.
That is well said, Jenna. That is well said. Those are the essence of this beautiful sign and this moment of time, right? And it's like what I love about what we get to chat about is the real experiences that we have in this world and these seasonalities, right? As they come and go. And why do we feel more connected to the earth? It's like, if we're in the Northeast, it's very cold, it's very dark, right? Daylight savings time finally changed. Oh my God, it's light out. It's not dark at 4 or 5 o'clock, right? There's this serenity, there's this element of blossoming and blooming, right, in the air. And that is the elemental design of the Taurus, looking for the serenity, looking for the peace, looking for the beauty in the earth. And it just resonates so well in this perfect time. And yeah, people start to feel a little different, right, around it. It's like, ooh, I'm tapping into something. And it is the energy of Taurus as this sun leaves Aries and comes into its full effect in Taurus until May 20th when it wraps up. But a perfect time to respect everything you just mentioned there of those Taurus energies.
Yes. And so my dad is a Taurus. And like when I think of his energy, I'm like, oh my God, like one of the most like grounded men I know. So
Oh,
grounded, so just like stable. I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. You're a Taurus, yes.
is he a big nature fan? Is he a
Oh,
hiker?
he
Yeah.
grew up in nature. Like he traveled everywhere. His family actually, they always went to Canada and they were like in the wilderness, like lodge camping, and they would canoe and they would fish and like all, yeah, very, very outdoorsy.
Yes, yes, that is Taurus. That is a great, great vibe. And that's a big thing I think people should do as well, right? That's why hiking is great, and I love that example too of where he got to grow up, right? And we get to talk about what environments, right? We recognize for astrology and what we're teaching, it's these internal vibrations, it's these internal emotions and urges and thoughts that we're all having. But I think the only person that can recognize our thoughts and energies to the highest degree, what is the authenticity of ourselves, is our soul, right? And that's what we always chat about, this natal chart, right? Our birth chart, our format of our astrological blueprint, right, is the essence of these thoughts, the essence of these energies, and the clarity that you can have when looking at your own chart allows you to honor those energies and thoughts more without so much judgment, without
Mm,
so much fighting back or chasing the self, and once you have the ability to recognize those things and maybe gain that clarity, what environment can this thrive in? Right? There's environments that our energies are restricted or confound or boundaries. And that's not a good feeling for the soul. But we're like,
mm.
I'm stuck at this job, so I have to go through this environment. Or younger kids that we get to work with, I'm at school and I don't adapt here. It doesn't fit, right? So in this season, it's a great opportunity to find peace and serenity. But hopefully, yes, it comes internally, but being very conscious right now, especially in this season, with this beautiful sign that's so earth and grounding, like you said, to make sure you're in the right environment. Make sure you're in the environment that honors the peace, honors the serenity, and um, make sure that the nature piece comes in, because that quietness and connectivity to nature is another element of Taurus. We want to connect to quote unquote our animal instincts, right? One of our animal instincts is another representation of Taurus. So it's like, yeah, you're in nature. If no one's watching and you're cool, like jump down on all fours and let's like run like a dog, like let it out and flow. Like it is becoming the animal that you are to your essence, and be in that environment and honor it would be powerful.
Get primal.
Yes, get primal. Get primal.
I love it. Or go into like forest bathing or like go into, the forest and just like scream. Like if you have to
Yeah.
scream, like let it out.
I love that. Yeah. And you know what that resembles too is a key thing that we always chat about, right? It's the seasons and the transformation, right? So
Mm,
as we're coming on here, I feel, this episode we're talking more fun, joy, earth, serenity, peace, and my goodness, that's fun to talk. But last, season was Aries, right? So even the change of these seasons, what did I do in Aries season that set me up for success in Taurus? So a good lesson that we want to preach is, these seasons are so powerful to tap into these energies and leverage the things that we get to discuss because you're setting up for the next season. And it's like you're priming yourself with this consistency of these energies so that in Aries season, when we were very fiery, right? We were grinding, we were very passionate about things, all this fire and hard work and determination, and all that fire is now being distilled. And you're
Mm.
entering this Taurus season. And it is a reality check of, did I earn this peace? Did I earn this serenity? Always go capture it in the season. But, we're going to go from Taurus. We'll jump back on here in May together and we're going to talk about Gemini, right? A much different energy force of intellect, way we communicate, right? So in this moment, maybe it's finding this serenity and finding this peace with, yes, a nature or a beautiful candle, turn off all the lights, sit with yourself, meditation, right? How can I find the peace so that when I adapt 4 weeks from now, jump into the new energy of the season, I can adapt to that with much more ease. So there is so much power in these recommendations that we're saying around the seasons, and how it resonates for you because it's such an honoring of the moment, but it's honoring of your future and your evolutionary process that I think is so dynamic and why we are so passionate about these seasons.
Mm. And a big key takeaway, I would say, for this season, and something that I definitely struggle with, is kind of like that, because I've been seeing it too with a lot of other clients that I've been talking to, the community I've been speaking with. It's almost like that deservingness of rest and
Mm,
recovery right now, which is very, very key for this Taurus season. That is very crucial for this energy because if you think about spring, flowers are blossoming and it's, you know, we'll get to the fire season, which is summertime. That's when you're go, go, go. Right now, it's like restoring your energy, filling up your cup, especially coming out of Aries season, which was a very passionate fire hustle mode. And now it's like, all right, let's restore our energy. Doesn't mean you're not going to get shit done. It's more like, I need to recharge my battery, and especially like connecting with nature will be a really pivotal thing to enhance your own life force energy and be able to hone in and tap into this energy and, like Jake was saying, adapt to the next season, the next energy season. So I think that's a really big key takeaway is don't feel guilty about resting. And resting looks different for everybody, right? Like for me, I know today usually I'll listen to like a podcast or like a walking meditation, one of our walking meditations we have on the app. But today I was like, let me just like not listen to anything and let me just like be with nature, walking my dog, enjoying the sunshine on my face and just like listening to the birds chirping. So
mm.
it's kind of like leaning into that as well, just really grounding, connecting with the outdoors almost. That's kind of what I get at least.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I love that intent, right? The
Mm.
intent around not altering my entire life. I'm not going to change my entire routine. We're not saying, hey, if you're waking up at 5 a.m. every day, we got to go to work, get the kids out, et cetera, et cetera. That doesn't need to change, but can I have more peace in the
Yeah.
process? Can I have more serenity? And what is that extra step to gain that? To your point, no music, right? Listening to the birds, now you're tapping into that earth and they're tapping in to those different things is a beautiful manifestation of that serenity that you can seek. And I think another example that came to me there was like, all right, maybe Aries season, you went to the gym and you were pushing weights, right? We
Like
were
high
lifting.
intensity, like, yeah.
Let's go for a 3 mile run. Let's get that out. And it's like, if you feel yourself like, oh, I need to work out, but I don't really have something
Mm,
energetically is hitting me. It's like, well, you can go do yoga. Like, that's
yep.
a great exercise. Or something very valuable is, like you said, jump into the mobile app, right? Holistic Human Performance, do a meditation real quick, and then make your choice,
Mm,
right? It's like, we get so determined in making a decision like quickly, and it's like the peace and serenity can come from just collecting your thoughts. So doing a meditation. Or I think one of the best things, especially you do, Jenna, is these frequency bowls, these sound healing sessions. Like, my goodness, I want to do at least 4 or 5 this season because I haven't done them in a while. But if you're talking about a cleanse of the soul, you're
Mm.
talking about an opportunity to find peace and serenity. A sound bath is just absolutely amazing, and you do wonderful work with those. But these are the Taurus energies that you want to hone in on and develop.
Yes. And so many people, like whenever I do like a live class and I'll do like the sound bath, so many people after the class were like, "Whoa, I did not realize how badly I needed that." And it
Yeah.
is, I just be open to what your body is trying to tell you of like what you need and really lean into it because a lot of the time, really most of the time, when you do that thing, it's like, and I'm talking about healthy habits here, right? Like I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about anything. I'm talking about healthy habits. I'm talking about things that feel good to the soul. You do it and after you're like, I need more of that. I need to like continue doing this. This needs to be a part of my routine, ritual, repertoire. And then that's how you build on daily habits. And that's eventually how you do create a new personal reality. If you're not happy with where you're at right now, your daily habits are what dictate that. And if you're not giving yourself that solitude, if you're, because that's inner peace, that's an inside job. Peace is an inside job. You're not going to find that externally. It's just not what it is. So I implore you to listen to your body, listen to what your soul is telling you, and let it kind of guide you and take you where it needs to go because it's going to adapt to the current energy that we have going on currently, which right now Taurus season, so very soul nurturing.
Mm. Love that. Love that. Right. And you're connecting to, right? You bring up your father or your moment with you and you're walking the dog, right? It's like, ooh, I think you use the word grounding, right? So
Hmm.
that's a great word of, maybe we make up word of the season, right? We have question of the season, word of the season, but word of the season, is that grounding aspect, right? And we're talking about the soul, but to everything that you were saying there, right? It's the soul's connected to the body and our thoughts from our soul and our emotions from the soul, it's going to make our actions go. And all we have here in this earth is our body to make those actions go. So, honoring your body, right? The right nutrition going into your body is something that can be pivotal. The right type of movement to the body is pivotal, right? Like taking a nap in Taurus season is going to feel vastly different than a nap in Aries or
Yep.
Sagittarius season, right? But it's like, oh, this is the perfect time to honor that and watch the body move, right? Watch it start to flow. But for me, many years ago, anxiety was such a big thing that I just became exhausting to myself. I was always thinking ahead. I was always thinking, chasing myself like a hamster wheel, just like I have to get this done, I have to get that done. And it's like, damn, that doesn't even let me be present because I'll get something done. And that thing humbly could be extraordinary. And it wasn't as satisfying because I was like, well, I knew it was going to happen. I didn't really enjoy the process of actually getting it to happen because I was so fixated on getting it done and crossing it off. And once it's crossed off, there's 3 other things I got to cross off. So it's like, hmm, if you could just take the ability to step back and know you're in this moment, you can be present, be grounded. Oh, imagine what 4 weeks could look like if you every day can catch yourself drifting just a little bit, right? And it's just catching yourself. And that's the work that we're doing, right? And all these different resources from holistic human performance and the things that are coming out are going to in tune behavioral modifications. You can train your mind to adapt, restore new behaviors. And I think we were chatting before this, right? Then it becomes the norm. And it's hard work and it's consistency, but the norm of just feeling enjoying the process of evolving is really the highest expression I think anybody can hope for in this world. And serenity is what we seek. And this is the perfect opportunity to explore what that means to me. Right. And that's where astrology is so cool because, yeah, there's a collective energy of Taurus, but go back to your own chart. Where is Taurus for me? Right. Where does this coming out and manifesting in my life? Because it's going to be different. And then you can start to put energy into that lifestyle purpose, whether it's the seventh house you're talking about partners, or it's a Jena Venus Taurus in the 11th, right? It's the community, it's goals. So it's these amazing different things to, maybe you're not a Taurus sun. That's okay. Taurus energy is in all of us. It's going to be represented in different ways. And of course, we're here to help. If you ever want to do a reading, if you ever want to look at this deeper, we're here to support. But looking at your own chart and using some of our resources from all the classes that we've been able to teach and launch out there to understand how Taurus resembles to me, because that's the best narrative anybody is going to tell you. And all of our clients, we don't tell them it's supposed to be this, it's supposed to be that. We're not predicting astrological insights or bad or good, of these signs. It's like, no, like, how is this showing up for you? And how do we want to honor that comfort of dictating the narrative that you really want to represent? And we all want peace, we all want serenity. So find that Taurus because it's so powerful, or be surrounded by Taurus people too. Like if you've got friends that are birthdays right now, go hang out with them, go for a hike with them, and just see how they float and how they move. And it's just so great once you can get to that level of noticing these energies in others, and they can act as a mirror of like, ooh, I want a little bit more of that, right? And how do I gain that? And just a beautiful opportunity in this season to do those things.
Absolutely love that. So now with that, what's a good question of the season for people to reflect on?
Yeah, I think, we talk about consistency, we talk about the connection to being grounded. So I think really the question is, how much time every day do I want to spend outside? I wanted to keep it really simple, but get outside, get in this piece, honor the energy outside wherever you are. If it is the Northeast, if it's California on the West, if it's Florida, right? We're going to have different environments, different energy of Taurus, but it's still going to be beautiful. And I think the more you can get outside, it doesn't have to be a drastic hike. It could be a great early morning walk down the neighborhood, right? Anything that can support that. But how much time each day do I want to spend outside? Can I dedicate to that consistently? I think will give a lot of ease and comfort and tap into the grounding and tap into the earth side that we want to represent in this Taurus season.
Absolutely love that. Guys, happy Taurus season. That is perfect. Great way to end that. So, guys, reflect on that. If you really are curious, like, where is my Taurus sign? Do a birth natal chart with Jake. It is absolutely phenomenal. He takes a deep dive into this, and there is so much to uncover. And it can really help you just set you up for success as to like being intentional with each of these seasons and what you're going to focus on, what what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. Like there's so many things that can really create so much change in your life on a positive aspect, even when you are going through a challenging season. It's okay. Like this is going to help you create resiliency to handle life better and have the tools to actually do that. So, if you want to do and book a session with Jake, I highly suggest that. You can either head right onto Holistic Human Performance app and you can book right there one of the private sessions, or head on to holistichumanperformance.co/coaching and you'll be able to book with Jake there. And a couple of updates. Let's see, we just updated a ton of different videos of actually wait, number one, we just wrapped up the spiritual school, so I'm so excited about that. Jake was a part of that. Give us some takeaways, like what did you think, like how was that helpful for you for the most
Oh,
part, whatever you were
yeah.
able to finish,
No, you did amazing. The replays are on the app, which is great too. And it really just gives you the ability to tap into like spirituality, right? And I think it gave much more clarity, especially with your approach, and your philosophy is so brilliant that it's more, you know, I don't say scientific to a degree, but it's really got its research and proven, right, elements of modern culture. So what I really loved about the way it went about is, going into the essence of true authenticity of spirituality, which we always say, probably sound like a broken record. It's not rainbows and butterflies, right? But
right?
it's like, are you down to do the work? And the way that you approach it and the way that you can give the clarity to how our minds are working and how those are manifesting our energetic souls. It was super, super cool. So I highly recommend. Every week is different, gang, too. So you're learning these different kind of, they connect and correlate, but the way that it's chunked out and the way that you can learn is really, really beneficial. It makes it easier to absorb the information that's coming through. But it's really high end of like the true essence, I think, of what spirituality is. And, we talk about a revolution potentially of the world, of what this could look like. And I think spirituality is a big component, and the way you approach it. I think everybody can connect to it and leverage those resources for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm glad that, it hit, you were able to take that home and be able to like connect those things. So, yeah, if you want, you can catch the full course on either the app in the program section or right on holistichumanperformance.co where the digital courses are. So it's a 5-week course. Again, you literally can either get this in your membership with a week free trial, or you can just solo dolo purchase the spiritual school program. And again, it breaks down each week, so it's 5 weeks, and it's at your own pace. So you don't have to think you need to finish all of this. And no, go at your own pace. If you need to go back and relearn, go back and relearn. And we also have that community forum section inside of the app. So let us know like how you're feeling, what your thoughts were, like how this helped you, all the things. We cannot wait to hear. And then last but not least, I finally got it together and I'm doing my first mini retreat called Balance and Blossom Retreat. This will be in person on May 10th. So if you're in the New York area or you want to come visit, it'll be hosted at Lovely on Main in West Sayville, New York. And it will be from 10 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. And we will be combining a tea ceremony, acupuncture, sound bath meditation, breath work, mobility flow, all things to help you blossom into this energy of springtime and be able to cleanse, clear, align with your body, your energy, and your soul, and you will walk out a different person, I promise. And I'm collaborating with one of my friends who does acupuncture, Dr. Michelle. She's come onto the podcast before, so it's going to be phenomenal, and we're so excited. You can find all of that either in the app as well or in the upcoming events section on the website. So we're really excited for all of like this up leveling that's happening here at Holistic Human Performance. And with that, thank you all, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy Taurus season.